The day is finally here. Carson Wentz has been traded away from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Indianapolis Colts. And in this video, I'm going to be looking back at Carson Wentz's career and what went wrong, why he was traded away, and I'm also going to be briefly touching on the trade details and who won the trade. But let's just go ahead and get right into this, and let's start from the very beginning of his NFL career. The second overall pick in the 2016 draft, Carson Wentz had high expectations for his rookie year. 3,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions was definitely not very good. The interception number was high while the passing touchdown number was low. However, the yards were pretty solid. People definitely wanted Carson Wentz to step up in 2017. And if he didn't step up, Wentz might be out of Philadelphia in just a matter of 2 years. However, Wentz did step up, and he had a great 2017 season. Twice as many touchdowns in 2017 as 2016 with 33, and half the interceptions. 7 in 2017 and 14 interceptions in 2016. So that's half the amount of picks and double the touchdowns. The passing yard number is lower, but that's mainly because Carson Wentz suffered a torn ACL injury late in the 2017 season. This caused him to miss the last few games of the regular season, and he also missed the entire playoffs. The Eagles went on to win a Super Bowl with Nick Foles without Carson Wentz, so that definitely was not good for Wentz. Them winning a Super Bowl without Carson Wentz, who was supposed to be the MVP of 2017 if it weren't for the torn ACL, that is pretty sad. But the positive part of the season was amazing for Wentz. 33 touchdowns and 7 picks is definitely a good stat line. People really expected Wentz to play just as well in 2018, and people expected the Eagles to be a contender for 2018. But the Eagles' whole organization and Carson Wentz were not able to stay healthy. Wentz had 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Definitely better than his rookie season, but the injuries really hampered this whole season. You can tell by the passing yard number that he was not playing for a few games in 2018. 3,000 passing yards is definitely lower than people would expect from Carson Wentz. So people really wanted Wentz to stay healthy for 2019 and have a bounce-back season. And he did have a bounce-back season. 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, another good stat line, 4,000 passing yards. This was his highest number of passing yards for his whole career, second most amount of touchdowns, and tied for the lowest amount of interceptions. So probably his second best season of his career, just behind 2017. Was he playing like an MVP? Unfortunately, no, but he was playing good, and he looked like he was going to be the franchise quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, he looked like he was going to be a franchise quarterback until this past season. 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, which is more than his rookie season. That's really, really not good. You could compare 2020 to Wentz's rookie season, and he had a worse 2020 season than his rookie season. Again, here's the stats from 2016. Here's the stats from 2020. Definitely a worse season, and Wentz was traded away from Philadelphia. Just one bad year of football. Just one bad year. He played bad for 1 year, and he was traded away. Instead of looking back at 2019, 2018, and 2017, all the years that he played at least decent football at the worst, instead of looking at these great years, the Philadelphia Eagles looked at 2020 and said, hey, we can't have Wentz play like this. Let's trade him away. Wentz is not the only one to blame, however, for the Eagles' lack of success in the 2020 season. The whole Eagles organization was not able to stay healthy, and the Eagles did not have a good year. Coming into the season, people thought that the Eagles were the front runner to win the NFC East, but they came in last in the NFC East instead because of Carson Wentz's poor play and not able to stay healthy. These were the main reasons that the Eagles season derailed in 2020. So that was basically the timeline of the Philadelphia Eagles in the past few years and Carson Wentz's career. But from here, what can we expect in his new team, the Indianapolis Colts? The Eagles agreed to trade Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts in exchange for a 2021 third-round pick and a conditional 2022 second-round pick that could turn into a first-round pick. Now, for now, it's a second and a third round pick, but that second round pick might turn into a first round pick. But for now, just assuming that it's a second and a third round pick, who won this trade? Honestly, it's really hard to tell. It depends on how Carson Wentz is going to play for the 2021 season. If someone like Deshaun Watson were traded away, we would know that he would have at least a good season. We know he would put a good season out there, and we could assume who won the trade. With Carson Wentz, we don't know if he's going to have a good year or a bad year. Is he going to play like how he did in 2019, or is he going to play like how he did in 2020? I'm not entirely sure, but I think he's going to play like how he did in 2018. I think this is a similar stat line to what he's going to have. Around 20 touchdowns, 7 picks is a pretty solid number, and low amount of passing yards just because I think they're going to run the ball a lot. So assuming that he does have numbers like this, I think this trade really benefits both teams. The Eagles get to work on their future with a couple draft picks, but the Colts get a quarterback for at least the next few years. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe. It was a lot of fun looking back at Carson Wentz's career and also looking at this trade. And yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.